Sometimes I want to date just to go out, but I immediately don't want to talk to that person the next day.
So if you think any of these things are the reason that you're single, probably not that. It's probably something else about you.
Still very much so gay. I just am tired of dealing with women.
To be treated poorly by men to even gather the motivation to work.
Exhausted. Women might not be for me.
Almost like dating mannequins.
You ever notice how some women keep picking the same kind of man?
They don't have to settle when everybody wants them.
Don't scroll. I need to talk to you about dating fatigue. So why I see this interview, right, with Tia Savage. You know who Tia Savage is, right? The Nigerian singer. Yeah. So she's having this interview and they asking her about dating, right? And sis just, she just directly says, I don't think I'm dating anymore. I don't think that's really something that I'm going to do anymore. And I, immediately sit up. My ears are perked up because this is a sentiment that I've been feeling lately. I've even talked to my therapist about it, but we'll get into that. So they asked her, and she's like, yeah, I don't really know if I really want to date. It's not feeling like it's worth it. And I'm like, yes, this is how I feel. And then she says a statement that I've been for the longest not trying to actually entertain or really think too much on because I didn't want to scare myself or worry myself. But it was my biggest fear. This is her saying it, right? She's saying that her biggest fear is that she's so into not wanting to date anymore that when the right person comes along, that she actually misses that opportunity. That she's scared that she wouldn't be able to recognize the person that is, obviously made for her because she's just so wrapped up in being by herself now. And I'm like, damn, son, this might be what my therapist was trying to talk to me about or try to get me to start talking about, because she's been on my ass lately about dating. I'm not even on front. She has been. She's like, so what's going on with dating? And I'm just like, what's going on with it? What? The dating pool is pissed. I just don't want to. Every single time I try, I'm immediately turned off and I just want to be by myself. The issue is dating feels like a chore now. It literally feels like a chore. And I remember when dating used to be fun. Dating used to be so much fun. But guess what? It was only fun for me when I didn't heal myself. When I was looking for distractions, because it really didn't matter if you had the whole package or not. I just needed you to be able to distract me. That's all. And so it was fun. It was fun for the time being. You understand? We're going to have a good couple, 2-3 moments. And then after that, I'll just leave you be. That was my dating experience and it was fun. But now that I'm healed, now that I'm dating with intention, I hate this shit. I hate this shit.
This is crazy. You just admitted you're the problem. You said, I've been riding the carousel. You do understand men are watching. Men are watching and learning. And I'm happy. This is a moment because I know what the problem is. Well, what do guys always say? That's why, look at the title. Women are experiencing dating fatigue and men know why. Because Chad and Tyrone don't have to settle. When you were having the fun of your life, who was it with? The guys you thought were fun. They were good to look at, good to be in bed with. Let me let you continue. Sorry, y'all. I cut her off. Let me let her talk.
I really do. I hate it so bad. And as much as I be wanting to have somebody to share things with, there's certain events that I see popping up and about, and I would love to be able to go and experience it with my partner. I refuse to allow anybody to have access to me and you just going to cause me pain. You're going to give me a headache. You're going to cause me all this type of trauma, suffering, all of that. I worked too hard. So if you coming into my life, it's not à l'aise. That's Haitian Creole for we at peace. It's just smooth sailing. It feels good. I don't want it. And a lot of these people, they haven't even done the that they need to do on themselves. So they coming over to me expecting for me to fix them. And I'm not fixing nobody. So now you're dealing with this combination of one, intentionally dating is not fun. It's not fun and it's a lot more time consuming than you initially realize. The pickings are slim. They're very slim. A lot of people are not doing the work. So there are not that many potential partners for you to pick from, right? 2, 3, you did the work. right? So you've actually healed yourself and you're at peace, right, with yourself to the point where you don't want to just open the door to let anybody in that motherfucker. You refuse for anybody to come in and undo the hard work that you took so much time and effort building by yourself, by your dolly, brick by brick, right? Now you when you add all that shit, it equals dating fatigue. Dating fatigue. I don't want to date.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
Quite literally, the thought of dating makes me feel away. And I want to screw my face up. Like, I don't, and it's not even like I don't want to date. I don't want to, like, sometimes I want to date just to go out, but I immediately don't want to talk to that person the next day. I don't want to do nothing. Like, I don't know. What is this? How do I get out of this?
That's not my problem.
A lot of the comments are saying things along these same lines. I promise, just because guys are focused on looks does not mean that girls are. Nobody cares.
Did you just say girls aren't focused on looks? Look what it says. So basically, all the girls are dating the same few guys because they only want the 10 out of 10, 6-foot guys making $200K a year. All right, I'm going to let her finish.
Cares. Nobody cares if you're a 10. Nobody cares if you have a 6-pack. Nobody cares if you're 6 foot. Nobody cares how much money you make. Flowers are like $4 at Trader Joe's. So if you think any of these things are the reason that you're single, I just really need you to do some introspective work, because it's probably not that. It's probably something else about you.
Huh? Chad and Tyrone is not buying flowers. They're not. That's why she let you see at the end when she let oh, you guys saw that, right? Let me rewind it. See, look at that smile. Look at that. Look. Not serious. Watch this. I'm gonna play it in live action.
Something else about you.
Oh, you see that? Laughed because she's lying. Men already know. Don't listen to these girls on the internet. Take a look at what this says in the same comments. Look what the guy said. They're going overseas for traditional woman. Got my passport going in January. That's what men are doing. They're opting out, right? They're telling her right down in the comments. And what I must do now is show exactly what the issue is. Because the guy said it. And he was right. That's why you laughed. Now I'm going to show it. Take a look. Watch this. You better call Chad and Tyrone. Call them and tell them come over and dig your back. Call Chad and Tyrone. Call him and tell him come over. This is why guys are saying guys are done. This just proved what the man was saying. Look at this. They don't have to settle when everybody wants them. So what are they doing every day? Like I said it before. Cuffing season. There's no such thing as cuffing season for Chad and Tyrone. For them, it's business as usual. Actually, the winner is the uptick because they're sitting at home alone. Yeah, they want somebody to call. And when they don't have a man, who are they still calling? Chad and Tyrone. Actually, I'm going to stop singing.
Yeah, you better call Chad or Tyrone. Yeah, call Chad.
The problem is, single ladies, is that you're so caught up with what he's doing with other women. If there are other women in the picture, it's on him to decide which woman he wants, because that's what single people do. As long as you're not exclusive, he has the right to date whoever he wants. It's not your job to find out who this other woman and or women are and then try to compete and then go out of your way to cook him dinner, to let him swing you from a chandelier, to do the absolute most to get his attention so he'll want to be with you. Either he wants to be with you for you as you are, as you're evolving, or he don't. Like, why do you have to go out of your way to showboat like you in the circus, bending over backwards like the women do because they flexible? Like, why do you have to become the bearded lady to shock him? It makes no sense. And I need for you to stop, because you're exhausting yourself. You're spinning your wheels. You at work, you're not even concentrating. You're not even doing the project to get the promotion because you're lurking on his and hers social media. I need for you to get it together and act like you got good sense. A man don't need no stage five clinger. He don't want no woman that's not secure with herself. He don't want no woman that every time y'all together, you bringing up what he doing with other people. Just mind your business. And if your energy doesn't attract him to want to be exclusive and committed to you, then oh well. Roll the roster around to the next dude who's showing you what you want to see versus you going out of your way to be someone that you're not. Keep this in mind. All these antics you're doing, you're going to have to keep it up if you attract him, and that's another job. Dating is not a second job. I do tell you to treat it like it's a job. However, it should be a job that you like, where you're receiving benefits and it's a reciprocating, natural, organic, easy flowing, crystal clear connection. If it's anything outside of that, then you need to take a step back and figure out the pros and the cons. Usually the cons are going to outweigh the pros, and it's time to block them and move on. And that is okay. That doesn't make him a bad guy or a narcissist. Like, y'all like throw that word out there on everybody. That doesn't make him either one. It just makes him not the one. You got it? Let me know in the comments. Coach B. Wiley.
All her exes were the same type of guy, same red flags, same toxic energy. So maybe it's not just about men. Maybe it's about her taste. Have you ever noticed how some women keep picking the same kind of man? The smooth stalker, the emotionally unavailable guy, the flashy players with zero loyalty. And then when it all goes wrong, they blame all men. No accountability, no self-reflection. Just men are trash, men are wicked. But the truth is, it's not all men. It is the men they choose. Because guess what? They curve the nice guy. They ignore the man who communicates. They get bored of the man who respects them. And when those safe men move on, they cry about being played again by the same kind of dude. Ladies, you can't keep picking cows and expect peace. You can't keep ignoring red flags and expect loyalty. You say you want love, but you keep entertaining men who only offer attention. Maybe it's not about finding a real man. Maybe it's about healing enough to recognize one when he shows up. So no, it's not that all men are bad. It's not that all men are evil. It's not that all men are wicked. It's just that you keep choosing them.
Real talk.
Like you just practice being like every other bitch. All the answers to your questions, all the dates you want to go on, all your interests, the way that you talk, your slang, your ideologies, your thoughts, everything. It's all just like every other woman. And he's not intrigued enough to want to get to know you past you being like every other woman.
Yep, all that she just said is what I've been thinking and saying. Because it is very uncommon to go out into today's dating market and find a woman that doesn't talk, act, look, dress, hairstyle, baby hairs, ideas of what a good time is. Like, they all have the same exact idea. It's almost like dating mannequins. It's all the same shit, the same slang, the same innuendos, the same clock it. And it's like, bro, all y'all do the same. Like, bro, there's no difference. There's no true variety. They all wait for social media to tell them how to be, how to act, what to do, what not to do. And every man with true substance is waiting for the woman to say, you know what? I don't want to be like that. I just want to be me. I want to do what I like to do, how I like to do it. That's all we're really asking for, is for you to be your original self. That is enough to catch our attentions to want to know more about you, especially if you look good. And for women that do swim against the current and are comfortable with being their true selves, we appreciate you. You make the fight in this dating market worthwhile. But you know what? I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna listen to me because y'all damn sure ain't gonna listen to her because y'all just don't like when women tell y'all about yourselves. But you know what? It is what it is. Y'all give it a change.
You know, and you heard what she said, but I say like this. It's not even men who are only complaining. You see, even the studs, they feel the same way, right? You see the violence between men and women, tragic. Men and men, non-existent. That's not right, but it's still non-existent, showing you who's the problem. When you see studs with ladies, violence, anger, because it's woman on woman.
Exhausted. I know I can't be the only one. I just feel like women might not be for me. Like, I was telling my favorite this, like, I just think that women are not for me. I just don't like the games. I don't like the complication. I want peace. I want straightforwardness. Like, you don't even have to be perfect, but just be for real. Like, please be for real. And yeah, I think I'm gonna tap out, y'all. I'm not gonna go to the other side, but I'm just tapped out.
She's going to go to the other side. She just doesn't know it yet because she's so feminine to where a guy will make her feel special, especially if it's a regular guy. See, ladies like this go for regular guys. That's the thing. And you know, all it takes, you know, when they get on that barber chair and you see the barber flirting with them, touching their lip, things like that, it shows. They're really feminine. They just want love. They want to be loved too. Let's continue.
Truly tired of the women who want to come into my life and make the sweet, but all they're really trying to do is siphon my energy and breadcrumb me some bullshit because they're emotionally unavailable, but dress it up and make it look like something else. No, Buki. What Summer Walker say?
One more nigga come around these. Listen, I can't be the only lesbian, stud, whatever you want to call it, that is actually getting tired of dealing with women.
I wonder why.
And not in the way that y'all might be thinking. Not like the Jackie Hill Perrys and all the people that pop up, I'm not gay no more, the God deliver me. I'm still very much so gay. I just am tired of dealing with women. And when I say that, I'm going to explain. So a lot of times when you deal with women that have dated men in the past or consider themselves bi or whatever the case is, it's a lot of expectations that get put on you. You're expected to sit there and essentially be the man in a relationship. If something fucks up, you're supposed to be the one to take care of it. And a lot of times I find myself in relationships with people that I feel like I have to high-key thank for them. And it's like, damn, when am I able to like sit back, decompress, and like just relax? I've had like 2 relationships where it felt great. Like it was like an equal thing. Like, you know, they were pulling their part, and like they most of the time was directing me a lot of the time. So I just think that it's like such a task. And I will say a lot of times I deal with younger women, so I need to find my way into the 30 and up club. But like it's getting like draining to the point of it's like, damn, like why am I expected to like jump off a car? And maybe motherfuckers no problem with that expectation. I'm not doing that. I'll pay for it to get done, but like I'm not doing that. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one, but like I don't know. I'm just tired of like giving and giving and giving. And like even when you go out to like dates and stuff, I'm tired of paying for shit. I pay for so much shit. And sometimes I'm going out with women that I don't even really like, and I'm still paying for this shit. Like, oh my god, like okay. I don't remember the last time a bitch took me out. Last time somebody took me out was one of the people I just was referring to. Like, oh my god.
Exactly, sir. Women enable the same men they complain about. And that's why you will always hear me say it is easier for women to just be what men want instead of working on herself. A woman would literally, she would do everything under the sun. She would try to get revenge. sleep with a best friend. She'll go sleep with 1,000 dudes to try to get over this one dude. She'll do everything under the sun except work on herself and make herself the best version of herself and align with what's really for her. Ain't that crazy? Ain't it crazy how some women would rather increase the likelihood of getting STDs than to just sit down and go work on yourself and be a better human being? That's how much men have put their penis in your ears and your brain. You can't even make rational decisions that serve you. They would literally much rather do anything but that. They truly would rather do anything but take the time and the necessary steps to improve their quality of life as a woman. It's so sickening. As a matter of fact, most women need to be treated poorly by men to even gather the motivation to work on themselves. Could you imagine? I truly could not imagine needing my heart broke, needing a man to treat me poorly for me to even gain the momentum to work on myself.
People be like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. It's the gap. Oh my God, you're so pretty. It's the gap. It's the gap. Don't get it twisted. It's always been the gap.
When a woman looks fine as hell around a man, the credit always goes to the man. So if he's not paying for the upkeep, you shouldn't be around him.
We know, flat curve.
These aren't requests, they're terms. He sends it or he loses access, period. I want to hear more women saying things like, I need $500 for my piece. Otherwise, I'm going to find it in silence without you. Or something like, I need some money for rent, or I'm going to be unavailable this weekend.
We know, flat curve.
Next time you need a little maintenance, tell him hair, nails, and lashes are due. If you want to see me, you need to fund that. Don't say you love me and leave me looking like a budget version of myself. If you want her, maintain her. Say, I want $400, not a conversation. You want a conversation, so send $400. Tell him I need money, and if that makes you uncomfortable, then you're not the one. We're not dating any men who don't understand that financial support is the bare minimum. Like, sir, you're grown. We shouldn't have to teach you how to take care of a woman. Maintenance isn't cheap. If he likes the results, he should contribute to the upkeep.
Can't make this.
This is a very common belief and a very commonly discussed point in men's spaces. So you've all heard the concept of hypergamy. This is not new, okay? But women tend to seek men of status. Why? Why are men of status appealing? Because they can acquire resources, which shows a level of competency. Women want competent men, ambitious men, driven men, okay? And so when it feels like there's a few of them, which I think we tend to associate money and power with competence, which is not always synonymous, and why narcissism is unearned confidence with a lack of competence, okay? So we can convolute these two things. They are not identical, okay? Men who are resourceful, aka competent, willing, pursuit driven, right? That's a safety metric. Women want safety and security. I'm not saying this is right. I am saying if you want to understand why women might do this or gravitate towards those men, that's why. But what women miss when they do this is they are never going to have their individual needs met. Okay, no woman, no self-respecting woman wants a man with a roster. None. Zero. Not happening. But younger women, I would say women who fall into this trap are probably in their early 20s, late teens, right? And they chase status because they think it says something about them. If I can get them, it says something about me, right? Because your partner is a reflection on you, right, wrong, or indifferent. But men also do this too, and this is what drives me nuts, is the hypocrisy of this. Men fall in love with their eyes. Men say they don't like women with filler and Botox and whatever, all the plastic surgery. But open up any social media app and look at the women who get the most attention by men. They're not plain Jane girl next door type of women, okay? So we can either acknowledge that we have these appeals in both genders that may allow us to seek out the things or the people that are not necessarily good for us. Yeah, men have their own flavor of that, chasing, again, vanity. Women have their own flavor of that, chasing status. Okay, these are just things that humans do. It's a proclivity, right? Women want security and safety, fundamentally. What they miss is that man with resources doesn't usually protect them emotionally, okay, doesn't usually provide for them emotionally, isn't usually there supportively for her, right? He's just able to buy her material things. And as you get older, and especially if you have a career and you have your own money, you realize that that is not enough to satisfy you, because that's never going to fill the void of actually having a partner. Okay, it's going to fill the vanity ego part of every human being. The same with men who chase women who are not kind, self-centered, entitled, and deserve all the things, but don't reciprocate that energy toward the men, right? He will learn that while I thought that's what I wanted, that's not what I needed. Okay, and you mature out of that. Some people never mature out of it, okay? Both sides, some people do. I hope everybody does, because what you are seeking, what you are driven towards, what you find appealing isn't always good. And you can flip that perspective as you go through pain, betrayal, deceit, manipulation, leveraged, all those things. Okay, when you go through that pain, because I think most people have at this point, or will, unfortunately, you learn that shiny objects are not all that they're cracked out to be, male or female. So that is my stance on that idea, but it's not a one-sided issue. Men have their own flavor of chasing women based on how they look and overlook all of the red flags and character flaws.
We do not care.
You know what ladies don't realize? They don't realize. And I was one of the guys, I kind of started it, but I didn't though. It started before me, but around the time it started before me, I was on it soon after. And I'm talking about this, right? This is what men have realized. Long gone are the days when men have to accept. This guy, I showed it already, got my passport going in January. They are going overseas for traditional women. I found mine. She just cooked me a delicious ampalaya breakfast, right? And she's gonna make me lunch, and she's gonna make me dinner. Also, she's gonna help me by editing my videos. It gets no better than this, guys. It gets no better.
Dating today feels so exhausting. Like, everyone says that they want real connection, but no one is really putting themselves out there. And like, serious question, and I'm not asking for a friend, I'm asking for me, but where are all the emotionally available, loving, protective men? Please let me know where. I am, again, I'm saying it again. I am not asking for a friend. I'm asking for me.
This is what happened. They're going overseas for traditional woman, got my passport, going in January, or they're staying, lying in wait, right? Waiting for them to get their ducks in a row. Other than that, deal with this. This is what you ladies want. I want you ladies to see this video, right? Look at you. Look at the way even the gay dudes staring all in their faces. Look at this. This is the reality. Men understand this reality. I got to say this, right? When I was back in the West, and I said it before, I was a confident dude, and I'm short. They love it, right? I didn't go on no dates. I didn't go on no dates. When I was with the person, that's when I went on dates. Other than that, they were going. And most men are knowing. If you're a certain way, they're going. Until then, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Stay strong. Peace out. See you next video.
Hold the line. Stay with me.
Is coming.